Taking a water break there. Back again for the third time tonight with Era versus Era in 8 questions. 15 minutes for the battlers on the Era versus Era card to answer my 8 questions about themselves, about their opponent, about the card, about all that good stuff. I am going to get straight into it with my next guest today. Super excited for this one. Welcome to the show. Did I say my name? I'm London Jen, or one word, 3 N's on the Jen. I'm so excited. I forgot to even introduce myself, but we got GIZ on the show.
Yes.
How you doing?
What's going on, Jen?
Nice to have you on. Nice to be chopping it up with you.
Thanks
Great that you're on this card, man. No, my pleasure. Absolute pleasure. We are going to get straight into these 8 questions. I'm going to start by asking, when was your era and where do you rank yourself in it?
Well, 2012, we'll say. Probably a little bit before that, but if we're talking, YouTube documented this on there, 2012, started off and jump off. But I've been around all eras, man, like since, here and there.
Well, let's talk about that 2012 era first, and then we'll go back because you've got a really, you've got one of the most in-depth histories here on this card. But yeah, where do you rank yourself in that sort of 2012 era?
I don't really watch the rankings and that, like for me, it was like back when I was there was no rankings, didn't mean nothing. It don't matter who was in front of you, like you just do what you're going to do. And I felt that way all the way through. I feel like rankings and that, what's that? Anyone can lose to anyone on any day. And that's how I feel, like fuck the rankings, man. Just are you hungry or not? Like 2012, man, that was I'd say that when it was real hungry. Like,
for sure. So yeah, what were you doing pre 2012? Like how far back do you go?
I was battling shouts to Get Down, Chatterby and them lot. They had like a little event called Get Down in South London, like Tooting and that. And we was doing that. It was just off the top freestyle battles. You didn't know who you had on the night. Sometimes it was recorded, sometimes it weren't. Sort of, like before it was all about the views and shit. It was just about tearing each other's heads off and
just turning up on smoke.
Yeah, that was it.
Anyone can get it.
That was what it was about then. And then
how far back are we talking now? So when did you start battle rapping?
That was not far. That wasn't much before 2012. It was probably maybe 2011, sort of around that. Before that, it was just like in the flats and just doing it like that. Until it was like, wait a minute, let's do this on the stage.
All right, that's what's up. So your opponent, what do you think of your opponent's era and where do you rank them in it?
I'd say his era is probably, we're talking probably a few years now. From what I know of him, sort of like Dub Scandal started there up north and that. I mean, like, I'm not gonna chat shit. Me and Frost are cool. I'm not gonna chat shit. Like the guys, he's alright, man. He's good at what he does. But it's a different thing. Like if we're talking eras, we don't need to talk eras. Like let's talk stages. Let's talk crowds. Like imagine like Frost being on a don't, like he's done Don't Flop and that now and all that sort of stuff. But imagine him on a jump off, like you fuck up, you get booed. Like there's no pat on the back. Come on, mate, you get it back. Like, I'm talking hostile, like
ruthless.
Hostile, that's what I'm saying. So
cutthroat.
I haven't, I've not seen him in front of, like I've seen him in front of mates in a pub, but I haven't seen him in front of like hostile crowds that'll boo you as soon as you fuck up. In fact, they're waiting for you to fuck up. Like,
so they can boo you. They've been waiting to get those boos off.
Right.
Yeah. No, I like that. I really like those answers.
That's the shit I thrive off, like that sort of shit. So
yeah,
that's the difference between us.
Okay. Which of your eras do you think was the tougher one to make a name for yourself in?
I'd say probably I'd say probably me when I started. Like, do you know what I mean? Nowadays it's like very like you got guys making names during the pandemic. Like you know what I'm saying, and ratings to them. Like, I'm not. When I say that, I'm not knocking no one.
Yeah.
But like, do you know what I'm saying? That's with this whole online, like a lot more online rather than just rolling down to events and that.
Sure.
So I say it's a lot more easier now. But at the same time, you've got to do what you got to do to make a name. So.
Yeah, you can't help where you started, you know,
Yeah,
where
100%.
what the situation, the scene that you find yourself in is the scene. You can't change that, and you just got to make the best of it, whatever your era. Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you could battle, difficult question for you because you kind of possibly have. If you could battle in any era, when would it be?
Oh, I have though. Yeah, like you say, I have. I
Yeah.
battled. Do you know what I'm saying? My last battle was only like about 2 years back now.
Okay, so let
The
me
last
flip the
Kick of the Gab
questions.
event. So, but what I will say is, I've battled during his era. He ain't battled during mine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's where that
could he
experience
ever hold
kicks
it
in.
down? Could he ever hold it down at a jump off? Could he ever do? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These are questions.
The
Like,
stages, the
I
platforms,
mean,
the
yeah. I mean,
crowds, the audience, the rooms.
I've got battles on leagues from jump off to URL to like Rappers Falling Island that I've been about. Do you know what I'm saying? So you'd have to do a little bit more.
If you could start in any era, and I have a feeling I know what you're going to say, but if you could start battling in any era, when would it be?
When I did.
Okay, I thought you were going to say that.
If I had my way, I'd probably been a little bit more consistent with it. But life, life got in the way and stuff, and it does as it does. But yeah, no, I wouldn't change anything. It's been a good, I can't moan.
Yeah, for real. Why did you take this battle?
It was getting mentioned a bit. I think he mentioned me or whatever, and then I think it got mentioned a bit. And I fuck with Frost. I'm not gonna sit and chat shit. I don't know what he said on his, if he was giving it and all that.
He wasn't.
Nah, well, we that's what I'm saying. We fuck with each other. Like, I fuck with Frost. And I want to take him down. Like, he's a mouthy little shit, and I'm ready. I'm ready for him.
Yeah, it's his time. It's his time. So it kind of sounds like almost like you've been watching him and just like ready for like when he's been, waiting for the time for him to be ready.
Yeah. I've seen him. I rate him.
Okay. Do you think so obviously you've taken it, but do you think he's ready?
Yeah, I think well, I've seen, obviously I watched him against I seen him on Premier Battles the other week, and it's like, and I'm not even saying like this is a monster card, and
can't slip.
Nah, and
you cannot.
Snoop, Tally, and Parasite, and them, they've really pulled this shit together. Like,
man, they've pulled together the most beautiful looking card that I think I've ever seen. Like, I'm just so excited about this thing. And yeah, that's it. You can't slip. I think I did the maths the other day. 78 rounds. There are 78 rounds of battle rap. I want 78 clean rounds, but statistically speaking, to get 78 back-to-back clean rounds, it's not going to happen. If they pull it off, that's an amazing achievement. That just shows me the dedication, commitment, the understanding of everyone on the card. But statistically speaking, that's a very difficult feat to put off. And if we're going to be real, statistically speaking, you would think the stumbles, chokes, unclean rounds are going to come from the lesser experienced guys who are in a room like the Fiddlers for the first time, in front of a crowd for the first time.
It happens all around. So,
but this is what I'm saying. Statistically, no.
It's happened to me, and more recent years as well. But that's like, there's no excuse for it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I put my hand up and say there's no excuse for any of that. So, and where I've been like, well, I've been itching to get back in since like the cancellation and that. So
yeah, you've got no excuses, none at all. No. So yeah, what I was going to say, statistically speaking, you might expect the chokes to come from the lesser experienced guys who've never been in front of a big crowd, never been in the Fiddlers, and never faced the opposition that they're having to face now. However, if the more experienced guys take these guys lightly, then we could get, if they don't take them seriously and they stand in front of them and like, oh my God, I didn't realize you were this hungry, this passionate, and actually this good, because you've actually leveled up because now you're battling me. Shit, I don't have anything for this. You might get those stumbles and delivery, problems there. But either way, I'm hoping we get 78 clean rounds. If we can do that, then that's an amazing achievement. I'm not one to wish unclean performances on anybody. I don't. But yeah, all of these battles,
classics.
Yeah, there's so much potential on this card with every single one. What do you rate about Frost?
He's got jokes. He's got jokes. I rate that. He can spit. Like, there's no doubt he can do his thing. He's got jokes. He can spit, but like I'd say if I was gonna compare anything that he's stronger, like it's gonna be the joke. It's gonna be his comedy element, like. But it ain't a fucking comedy club, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Battle rap.
yeah, like obviously the jokes will get you so far.
Mm.
But I mean, you know, I'm not gonna act like I ain't lost the joke battlers before, but nah, not in front of this crowd. I mean, I went down to one of the Knowledge Chat events. One of the what's the one they did there?
The process.
The process. I went down to one of them, and nah, like the comedy thing will get you so far, man. You're gonna have to bring something like.
Yeah,
you got to have people screwing their faces up and that sort of like.
that,
I don't know if he's got that.
Exactly that. Yeah.
I don't know if he's got that. I hope he has, but
Mm.
I don't think. You know what I mean? I'm gonna. Yeah.
Yeah. This is definitely one where.
So.
Okay, so you're not coming with jokes, yeah? All right.
I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if you've got 3 rounds of jokes, and like save that shit for the comedy clubs because like we need something else.
This ain't it, Chief.
We need more than that.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, no, that's definitely not going to go down. I didn't realize you were at the process. I must have seen you and not seen you.
I was probably somewhere in the back, hiding in the back.
Yeah. Okay, was it the first one or the second one? So the final or like the first round? Okay, yeah, that was lively. There were some people who came with jokes and it didn't go well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that it can't work for you, but I'm 3 rounds of like fat jokes, man. Come on, like,
and dick jokes, like, and mum jokes.
Well, yeah, I mean, I left at a jump off, man. Like, we did that.
There's a time and place for humor, and humor can be done really well, but when it's just base toilet humor, that doesn't work on this stage.
Yeah,
like,
so I know he can do his thing. So I'm just hoping it ain't just like, do you know what I mean? I hope it ain't coming 3 rounds of fat jokes and all that. So, but we'll see. Good luck to him.
We'll see. Yeah, for real. Why do you beat him?
For those reasons I just said. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
That was the same. I just asked the same question twice, right?
All right.
Did I? Yeah. I think I did.
Well,
if I did, my bad. This is the 3rd one tonight, and I think
maybe
it's
I
like
answered before. Maybe I'm
15 in total. I don't know. I'm just
on some mind reading shit.
You knew what was coming, right? Yeah. Well, in asking what do you rate about your opponent? Yeah, no, the previous question was what do you rate about your opponent? So maybe in giving him ratings, you also told me why you beat him at the same time.
There you go.
That's probably what happened.
Schedule, so I'm trying to...
no, we're doing well. We still got 1 minute and 50 seconds left, and I've only got one more question. So if there's anything that you haven't said as to why you beat him, say it, or I'll move on to the next one.
No, just for what I said, like I don't think he can fuck with like he ain't got the same presence as me on the stage. Not that that's everything. I know like I've got a couple foot on him height wise and everything else, and but
intimidation factor.
Yes. Well, he ain't battled anyone that's gonna go at him like I'm gonna go at him. So and I'm not saying he ain't battled anyone because he has. He's battled some decent, definitely decent MCs in that, but nah.
I'm here for it.
No,
I'm here for it.
Not this one.
Okay. So of the other 12 crazy battles on the card, what do you think takes battle of the event of the weekend?
Fucking, there's a few.
We've got 50 seconds, so you can tell me what you think takes battle of the weekend, and then wrap up telling me why people should go and watch the event, go and get the pay-per-view, buy tickets, all of that.
I'm looking forward to Rivers jumping back. Moke's good as well. I see him against Georgie. That was crazy. That Georgie Roots battle was mad.
Sick.
Georgie Roots against Tony D. That's another mad one. Like you wouldn't see that on any other card. I don't feel like.
I wouldn't want to see it on any other card.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so yeah, that one was mad. There's a few. I can't even think of each one off the top right now, but. There's
so many. There's so many, and like you've got the big name ones, you've got the sleeper ones. So much for everyone. So definitely go and get a ticket if you're planning 100%. To come. Cop the pay-per-view. GIZ, say goodbye to the people.
See you later, peeps. I'll see you down there. Jen, big up yourself as well, girl. You smash it. Like you put a lot of work to the scene. We appreciate you, girl. Thank you.
Appreciate you too.
All right, then.
We out.